What is up, everybody? This is the next week of the Contender Series. This week we're streaming Dustin playing as Jen. Right now he's playing as Sonic for this first round. We play Smash best of 5, so the first player to 3 round wins. They play 3 stocks, 7 minutes. No stage hazards, no items, just purely fighting. Right now they're playing on Battlefield, and Dustin is playing against somebody from, not sure which college, but it's a college we have not played before this season. Right now Dustin's hoping to make up some percentage and get them closer to even before he loses his first stock. Which, if he plays this right, he can actually get a lot more damage on them before he loses the stock, because some of the characters, just based on the attacks that they're hit with, can reach up to like 200-300% damage. Well, 300 is usually not that common, but up close to 200, like 190s. Right now, there are 2 stocks to 2 stocks left, pretty even percentages. This game is pretty evenly matched. Dustin's hoping for a win this round. Let's see, they're both pretty efficient at their air dodges and their use of blocks. It's just finding that one spot where they're open and trying to get a good attack on them that they're not going to be able to counter. I haven't played against a fighter like Tamari before, though. Oh! Sonic has a really good recovery, though, which is going to work in Dustin's favor. Just barely missed with that attack. And it's 2 stocks to 1 stock left. But again, this game is played best of 5, so even if we don't get a win this round, there's still rounds to make up. Oh, trying to even up the playing field a little bit. He's just got to be able to get something to hit. Oh, that was a great block. Oh, and thank goodness they missed with that first hit. They hit with the second hit. Oh, just couldn't hold that block long enough, and that's the end of the first game. The score is 0-1.
No hesitation.
Alright everybody, we are back with the second game. We have Dustin, who's playing as Jen, playing as Sonic. And then we have Tamari, who is playing as Byleth. Last round, the score was 0-1. Let's see if Dustin can figure out how to counter Byleth a little bit better and possibly get a win this round. It's already starting off pretty evenly. In fact, Dustin's actually creating a lead for himself. Got hit by that attack, which was unfortunate. He's getting really good at using his blocks at the right time, though, against this Byleth player. And what a recovery Sonic has. That's my least favorite part about my main, is they have a terrible recovery. And just like that, Dustin got the first stock off of them. This game is looking good for Dustin. Let's see if he can keep this energy up. Because we do know these two players are really evenly matched, so it's just going to come down to who can out-technique the other. But he is getting some solid attacks in and some solid dodges in, which is really promising. Already got 50% off and hasn't even lost his first stock yet, although he is getting a little close. There we go. Good avoiding that ledge guarding technique. I think the main weak spot with this Byleth player is they don't seem to be very good at angling their upward attacks. So getting on that ledge when in doubt may be the best thing for them, as long as he doesn't stay up there too long to give them time to angle the attack right. Dustin almost has 2 stocks off. This game may be a sweep. This is really impressive at the level that they're competing at. And just like that, Dustin already has 2 stocks and he hasn't even lost his first stock yet, which is really impressive, especially at the level they're playing at. Oh, just lost his first stock, but he has room. He has a very sizable lead in this game right now. 4 minutes left on the clock, 4 minutes and 40 seconds actually. He really likes using the same few moves, which I guess every player does. Or at least most players do, especially with certain characters. They get used to using the same couple moves because they're like the hardest hitting or the best at something. But bringing diversity while you're playing is one of the best things you can do because it makes you less predictable, and being able to predict what the other player is going to do is a huge part of winning. He's already got 73% damage. We're hoping Dustin can pull out a win this round and get the score to 1-1. And it's looking like that might happen very soon. He's doing good, keeping them up in the air. Ooh, canceled that attack altogether. Oh, got caught up in that sword, which was unfortunate. But he's getting really good at standing up on that ledge and figuring out where to position it to get them while they're trying to attack. And just like that, the score is 1-1. We'll be right back. Alright, we are back on Hollow Bastion, and we've got some new character picks. Dustin stayed as Sonic, but Tamari changed characters. Which is interesting because they did win the first round. Maybe they're just trying a new character out with Terry. Just trying to practice their counters. But that is one thing that Sonic has on Terry, is the recovery is insanely better. So if he can get them off the ledge for long enough, he can basically win really fast. Ooh, getting some damage in. Trying to figure out how to use those specific attacks against Sonic in a way that he can't avoid. Because of that fall, Dustin's already got a stock off of them, and he's got him at 50%, which is promising because he has not lost his first stock yet. And one weird thing about this game is that you can get really high percent damages on somebody, like every time. Like, somebody could KO you at literally like 60-70%, and then you could get them 200% for like every stock. And overall throughout the game, you did significantly more damage than the opponent, but they can still win because of the way that they do the stocks. And the way that you can get KO'd at such different percentages based on different attacks. Especially when you consider final smashes, those can KO at like, some of the best ones can KO at like 40 or 50%. Maybe 50. He's almost got another stock off of them. Right now they're at 2 stock to 2 stock, but Tamari has significantly more damage. But also has their special ready, which is not good. At least it's not good if he doesn't know how to avoid it. If he knows how to avoid it, then it's no biggie. And it looks like he's doing pretty good at avoiding. Oh. He is so close to getting this stock off. He just needs to hit him with the right hit. There we go, coming at it from a new angle, and got another stock off of him. Right now the score is still 1-1. And we play best of 5, so first to 3 points. So we will have to play at least one more round. Great use of air dodges. Oh, charged that up and didn't quite make it. Just don't let him ledge guard is the biggest deal, because even though Sonic has a good recovery, off into the air is really never somewhere you want to be unless you just have like a combo or specific attack that you can land pretty easily while you're out there, or at least that you've practiced and now you can land pretty easily, because being in the air is one of the worst places to be, especially out, at least out to the side, or getting stuck up in the air from combos, because you just take damage like nobody's business. They're both getting better and better at using their blocks as the rounds go on. And I think that's one of the signs of a really good player, that they're able to adjust the way they play based on who they're playing against, because that's how you get really good. He's almost got this last stock off of him. Dustin's down to his last stock. We'll see how this round goes. But it's looking pretty promising for Jen here. Oh! Great use of that shield even with the missed attack. I know sometimes missing those attacks can really throw you off, but you've got to stay on game. And the score is now 1-2 in favor of the Grizzlies. We'll be right back. Alright, we are back with probably the most unexpected matchup I thought I would see today. Sonic versus Sonic. Dustin is the blue Sonic Gen, and the opponent is the black Sonic Tamari. They are playing on Hollow Bastion again, and it is just insane. I've never seen someone like specifically choose to play the same character that their opponent has been already playing. Sometimes I see it on the first round. They're like, we both pick the same character without knowing. But when you know Dustin is going to come back as Sonic and then you choose Sonic, that's just a really interesting technique. Two evenly matched players playing the exact same character is going to be a very close match. But this could be the final match if Dustin brings out the win this round. And if the opponent wins this round, then we will go into a final round where the winner takes all. But we're hoping that Dustin can win this round, making the final score 1-3. Right now, he's got a slight lead, but they both kind of go up and down with their leads. One will look like they're the underdog for a little bit, and they will just boost right back up. Dustin has the first stock off of Tamari, which is very promising. I don't know much about the Sonic character, but it seems like all of their moves involve spinning. Like, I've played the Sonic games, but I've never played Sonic as a fighter on this game, because they don't have a lot of move diversity is my issue with them. But when you have two Sonic fighters who look like they both know what they're doing with how even they are right now, that is just really impressive. You could see the way the opponent was able to just, like, by watching Dustin playing throughout these last rounds, was able to figure out he was going to jump off the ledge onto that platform. And he already knew to angle his attack up on that platform, which is crazy to me that they can think about all of this stuff while they're playing. There's so much going on during the game, like in the players' heads, that people don't necessarily always realize, especially if they're not familiar with the game. It takes so much skill and strategy to play these types of games, at least to play them well and to compete in them well. When you're just messing around with your friends, it's not as serious, I guess. Unless you have really mean friends. Tamari is spending a lot of time in the air. I'm trying to figure out if that is them planning their next attacks, or just getting used to the character, or just trying to avoid Dustin's attacks. But right now they both have two stocks. They are at nearly identical percent damages. They're kind of just hitting each other with the same attack. So we're gonna see what happens with this round, because I really can't tell where this is going. This is just such an interesting counter pick technique to play the same fighter. Those are some of the hardest fights too, because if somebody knows how to play your fighter that you're playing, that means they also know how to counter it pretty well. Because they know how to play it, so they know what not to do and what to do. That adds a whole new level of challenge to this round. And Sonic is a fast character too, which does not give them a lot of reaction time. Either of them, because their moves they're throwing go fast, and the opponent's moves towards them are going to be coming at them pretty fast. Oh, right now Dustin's getting a little bit of a lead. Not stock-wise, but percentage-wise. Let's see if he can lead that up. They are both just jumping around. Oh. Oh no. Thank goodness for that recovery. Had a little bit of lag there. That's weird. The bird dogs have been messing up a lot, which a bird dog is like what we use to stream. They're both at 2 stocks and nearly identical percent damages. Tamari's got a little bit more. Both of them are just one solid hit away from getting KO'd. You can see by the way they're flashing red. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, and just like that, even with his lead, Dustin lost a stock, but he is still very close to getting another stock, so I would not count him out of this battle just yet. And they are matched up again in stocks. If Dustin wins this round, this will be the last game, and he will take the win. If not, we're going to go into a tiebreaker round. It's not technically what they call it, but it's what I call it. Ooh, charging up that attack, but it's hard to tell where they're gonna land because they both use so many air dodges. You know, you really can't predict their landing spot, which is a good thing. That's a sign of a really good player. They're nearly identical percent damages. This is such a close game. I think every time I watch somebody play on these streams, there's always just one round that is so close. Usually not the same fighter close, but kind of got you on the edge of your seat. Who's gonna win? I think Dustin is throwing out some really good moves today, though. Ooh. One thing Dustin's really got to watch out for is getting up on that platform, because Tamari is getting better and better as the game progresses at figuring out that Dustin likes to land on that platform off of the ledge and angling their attacks up there. Dustin's got a slight lead. We're hoping he can get those hits in that are going to make the difference. Right now, he's getting really good. And Dustin just won tonight's game. We'll be back next week streaming Julian Does. Way to go, Dustin!